so we're on Module 4, Lesson 1, and I'm going to break this lesson down into 2 days just because it is a lot, and sometimes it's nice to just break it down a little bit. So today is day 1 of Lesson 1 in Module 4. So our objective today, we're going to relate 1 more, 1 less, 10 more, and 10 less to addition and subtraction of 1 and 10. And whoa, that sounds like a lot, but I promise I'll make it easy for you. All right, so things to remember: addition. Addition is finding the total or sum by combining 2 or more numbers. The sum is the answer to an addition problem. And then I threw a different one in there: 1 more and 10 more. When you say 1 more or 10 more, it's the same as saying add 1 or add 10. And that's what we're working with today. So you know how we had that long objective? Well, it's about adding 1 and subtracting 1, adding 10 and subtracting 10. Because what we want you to do is to start to do these things in your head. So that way you can get better at mental math. But for today, we're only focusing on addition. Tomorrow we'll focus on subtraction and addition together. Okay, so let's review. Let's make some numbers. So our first number that we're going to make is 37. Now remember, 37 has 3 tens and it also has 7 ones. So there we go. I've made my number 37. 3 tens, 7 ones. Okay, so now I have my 37 and I want to add 1 more. So what do? You can see that I have my 3 tens and my 7 ones. So if I want to add 1 more to this 37 right here, all I have to do is just add 1 more, just like that. So how many ones do I have now if I add 1 more? Well, if I look at them, you could see that I have 38 altogether. Now I don't have 38 ones, I have 3 tens and 8 ones. So that's what that means, is 3 tens and 8 ones. So 38 is 1 more than 37. Or I can write it like this. Remember, when we have the sum, we can have it at the end or at the beginning. So let's get used to just seeing it like this. 38 equals 1 plus 37, or 37 plus 1 equals 38. Remember, that equal sign means the same as, so they have to balance. So 37 and 1 is the same as 38. Okay, so now what happens when we have to add 10? So I have my 37, I'm keeping that number the same, and I want to add 10 more. So where am I going to add that 10? Well, here's the number sentence right here. 37 plus 10 is equal to, so you can see I have 3 tens and 7 ones. So where am I going to add that 10? You're right, I'm going to add it right there, right to the tens place. And when I put them together, keep in mind that my ones stayed the same, but my tens, I have 1 more. So that's why my answer is 47. So 47 is 10 more than 37. And if I'm going to put that in a number sentence, I can either write it like this: 37 plus 10 is equal to 47, or 47 is equal to 10 plus 37. Okay, so let's try this again with another number. My next number is 52, so let's go ahead and make it. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 tens. How many ones do I have? 1, 2. I have 2 ones. So here I have 52. Now let's go ahead and add 1 more. Now if I'm going to add a 1, I'm going to add that in the ones place. So 52 plus 1, and there we go. How many ones do I have? I have 1, 2, 3. Now keep in mind, my tens stayed the same. I still have 5. So if I add 1 more, my answer is 53. 5 tens and 3 ones. 53 is 1 more than 52. Or I can also say 53 is equal to 1 plus 52. Or I can write it this way up here: 52 plus 1 is equal to 53. Okay, now let's add 10 more. Okay, I have 52. Okay, let's go ahead and add 10 more. Now I'm gonna go ahead and draw it here because sometimes my 10s don't look perfect, but it's okay if I draw them, right? So if you just have a pencil and a paper, you can do just that. So you can see I added a 10 right there. So I have 5 10s plus one more, so that's 6 10s and 2 1s. My 1 stayed the same because I'm only adding a 10. So I have 62. Okay, 62 is 10 more than 52, and 62 is also equal to 10 plus 52. So you can see this is the same number sentence, we just switched it around. All right, let me introduce you to another strategy. We're gonna call this the arrow way. Now, a lot of you guys can do 1 more and 10 more in your head. So a lot of the worksheets that you're going to have, they're gonna have a number with an arrow. So let me show you how to work through that. 29 plus 1 more. Well, let me show you what this looks like on a hundreds chart. Okay, I have my 29 right here on my hundreds chart. And if I want 1 more, well, look at the way that my arrow is pointing. It's pointing to 1 more. So what we're going to do is we're just going to add 1. And what do I land on? I land on 30. Now, what if it asks you, what is 10 more? Well, here I have 29, and now I want to know what 10 more is. So I'm just going to click 10 more, and you can see I go down on my hundreds chart. So 29 and 10 more is 39. So let's go ahead and see that on our slideshow. Okay, so now I have 29, and I have my arrow and 1 more. And we already saw that that was 30. So now let's go ahead and see the same number, 29. And it's going to ask us what 10 more is. And remember on that hundreds chart, we just moved down, and that is 39. So let's go ahead and talk about a few more arrow ways. We have 63 and 1 more. Well, when you're counting by 1, you just go to the next number. So 63, 64, and that's the next number. Now we have 54, and we want 10 more. So think about 54 on a hundreds chart. Now, if you have a hundreds chart in front of you, you can use it. And remember, if you're adding 10 more, you're moving down to where the numbers are getting bigger because you're getting more. So 54 and 10 more. Remember, I am going to just look at the number right here in my tens place. My 1s are going to stay the same, but my 10s are going to go up 1. So it's 64. Now you're probably noticing that I have two 64s on the screen. Well, because 64 is 1 more than 63, but 64 is also 10 more than 54. All right, 49 and 1 more. Think of when you're counting 49, 50. So that's our next arrow away. And then we have 76 plus 10, and that is 86. All right, now another thing that we have in our worksheets today is we have 32 and we need to get to 43. Now think of our other units where we did our jumping, where we did our place value. We're going to kind of do the same thing, but the only difference is that we're not really going to have friendly numbers here. We're just going to jump by 1s and 10s and just get to where we need to go. So here you can see this number is 32. Here you can see we're going to start at 32, and I'm going to add 1 more. So what is the next number to get to 32? So what is the number after 32? I have 32 and I have 33. Now let's look at our numbers in order, and the next number is 43. So did I jump 1? Let's see, when I count, I say 32, 33, 34. But then I have 43. So what did I jump? Did I jump 1 or 10? Yeah, I didn't jump 1, I did jump 10. So keep in mind, sometimes you'll be jumping by 1s or 10s. You've just got to get used to it. All right, let's try this one. All right, 21 and the next 10. So 21, remember, I'm going to change my 10. So 21, 31. And now you can see it tells me to jump only 1 more. So let's go to the next number. 31, 32, and then 1 more, 33. And there we go. Okay, now let's look at the pattern and find the rule. So I have 44, 45, 48. What did I do there? Did I jump by 1 or did I jump by 10? 44, 45. Let's see what the next number is. 46, 47, 48. I'm not jumping by tens. I am adding 1. So my rule is adding 1. Okay, let's look at 44. I'm starting with the same number. I have 2 blanks, and then I have 74, 84. Oh, wow. I am not jumping by ones if I got all the way to 84. So I have to be jumping by tens. Let's see if that's true. 44, 54, 64, 74, 84, and I'm adding 10 plus 10. All right, something to think about here. Yesterday, Isaiah made 39 favor bags for his party. Today, he made 23 more. How many favor bags did he make for his party? Well, let's go ahead and write this in an addition sentence. I have 39 plus 23. Well, I can line that up and add it, but I'm going to use my strategy that we've been talking about today. So I know that I have 39 bags and I want to add 23. 23 is 2 tens and 3 ones. So let's start with the number 39, and we're going to make an arrow way. So I have 39, and I know that I need to jump 2 tens. So I'm going to put my first jump there, and I'm going to put my second jump there, and then I'll be done jumping by tens. So then after that, I know I have to jump 1, and then I have to jump 2, and then I have to jump 3 because I have 2 tens and 3 ones. So look, 1 10, 2 tens, 1, 2, 3, 3 ones. Okay, so let's see what we get to. So 39 and 10 is 49, 59. Now I'm going to start counting by 1, so what comes after 59? Remember, you can use that hundreds chart if you have it. 59, 60, 61, 62. So 39 plus 23 equals 62. Or remember, I do have it where I can write it this way also. 62 is equal to 39 plus 23. I can write it either way. All right, so thank you guys for watching. Let's go ahead and review your activities that you're going to do in Seesaw today. Okay, so your first activity in Seesaw is find the rule. I have some numbers here. I have 24, 34, and 64. You're gonna have to type in what goes there. Now today we're only working on adding 1 or 10. So are we adding 1 more or are we adding 10 more? You're gonna drag the rule right there. And then we have the other one, 25, 28, 29. So after you fill in these little squares, you're going to tell me what the rule is by dragging it to the line. The next one we have is a hundreds chart. I have the hundreds chart here for you. So I want to know what's 1 more. Remember, I have this blue square here. Just type in 1 more. Look at your hundreds chart. What is the number that's 1 more? And then I have 10 more. So if you go down, what number is 10 more? All right, and then we have the arrow way. So remember, you can pull out your hundreds chart. You guys all have one in your binder, so take a look at it. And I want to know what's 1 more than 11, 10 more than 36, 1 more than 70, 10 more than 14, and 1 more than 84. And finally, we have a challenge problem for you. I want to see if you guys are up for a challenge today. So I have 33. I want you to tell me what's 10 more. And then after you do 10 more, you're going to add 1 and then 1 more. Let's see if you guys can do it. So anyways, good luck with that. And we will see you tomorrow for day 2 of lesson 1.